All right. Well, welcome, my friend. I am so excited to chat with you on A Toast to Italy. Um, where I want to start, because this is obviously our first meeting.
Yeah.
You were born in Italy.
Yeah,
So when did you get the idea that you wanted to do this whole acting gig?
absolutely, Don. I'll tell you straight away. First of all, I would say I always play around this, saying that I am the perfect Italian. Do you know why? Because
What?
I
Tell
I was
me.
born in the north, right?
Okay.
And then I lived between the north, the south, and the center. So I split my period growing up between the north, the south, and the center, like almost 11, 11, and 11 years.
Okay.
That was the split. So
Okay.
I always make fun of this part. Like I'm the perfect Italian because I have the possibility to experience all the dialects and all the different food and way of living as an
Wow.
Italian, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because like in every area of the world are different from the north to the south to the center, completely different, right? That
Yep.
said, that said, where does my passion for acting starts? It starts in South Italy, Southern Italy. I was there, I was doing my bachelor in law, I remember, and it was like 2000. Uh, Crazy things happened. I lost my two grandparents, and they were like parents for me. And I was doing my bachelor in law, but that period, I was really, really crazy. You know, this kind of periods that they come in and hit you. And during that period, alongside my bachelor in law, I was doing some theater, amateur theater. Like what I was with a company, like a local company in my small town in Grumo, Appola, a small town in southern Italy. I was doing some amateur theater, and I remember they were doing Pirandello, Liola, kind of a more like of a musical theater.
Mm-hmm.
Singing was not my strength, but I could play guitar. I was kind of in in tune with the melody and everything. And I play this character, Liola, which is this energetic character that sings and then embraces people and the energy, which is kind like quite similar to who I am. And so being on that theater in front of people for the first time and hearing the you know all the part of the audience and the stage, right? The wooden floor underneath.
Mm-hmm.
It got me really excited and really happy to be sharing that energy with the audience and getting some energy back. So from that moment, I thought, okay, what if I quit my bachelor in law and I move to Rome, where there is School of Cinema, and I start studying because I want to be an actor. And then I went to this uh, friend, which is a big lawyer. It was a big lawyer. He died a few years ago. It was a big lawyer that was following my career in the bachelor
Mm-hmm.
school, right, university. And he was like literally mentoring me. And I said, look, I believe I want to be an actor. I want to leave. I want to quit. And with this strong accent, he was smoking this cigar like in a movie, like a Godfather movie. He says, well, that is not even a job, isn't it? What are you going to be an actor for? What are you going to do? You're really silly. You're leaving this career in bachelor like a lawyer. And my mom as well was kind of, oh, okay, are you sure? But then my mom is the type of person that would say, go, try, try, try. She gave me a lot of energy. And there I was, Rome, studying cinema, and that kicked off my career. Was 2000, yeah, 2000. I left around 2002, 2001, 2002.
Love it. I love typical mama. Go for it.
Yeah. And at the time, she was by herself, right? Because she was the second marriage. got divorced. She lost her parents, right, in that period. But
Yeah.
even though that, she was not the typical mom that would say, like, at least more Italian style, but no, come here, stay. Would you just go for it? Try. And that was good. I loved it.
It gave you that free reign to get to know your passion. That's so cool.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right, I gotta know more. Not can't give away too much, but Toast to Italy, you played Giovanni, which he looks. I can't wait to get to know him tomorrow night. But for you, tell us, how was it to work with this character and bring him to life?
It was nice. It was really nice. And sometimes acting and the creative world, if you listen really carefully, accordingly to the period of your life, right?
Mm,
It gives you possibility to explore, if the character allows it, what's
mm.
going on in that period in your life. Does it make sense?
Oh my God, yeah, you're giving me the
Right?
chill right now.
Right? So,
Mm,
if the character allows, Donna, and in that period, when I played Giovanni, it was a period really a bit chaotic, like a few months ago. Lots of things going on, lots of changes, lots of work in different scenario. Because I do communication coaching as well a lot. We talk about that later, and I do creative work as well. I have got a creative agency in London. A lot of changes, a lot of traveling, and there was that chaos about me that I found on set as well, because when we
mm,
do production like Hallmark, we shoot really quick, because then we have to edit for the audience and give the product to the audience and give these amazing movies to the audience, right? Really quick to give
yeah.
stories, a lot of stories, right? To watch. And I was in that chaotic period of my life, and I find myself in this tornado of emotions and tornado of filming.
Mm,
And what I did, I brought a bit of that anxiety into Giovanni, which is Giovanni is a bit of the character that can give you anxiety before he even explained the problem, which one it is,
mm,
right? Is
uh-huh,
is is Arrigo's editor and boss, and his entire world revolves around work, numbers, deadlines, and important titles, right, for the magazine and how we should go. And he pushes Arrigo to be creative, right, and to find something extraordinary. Although Giovanni himself has some wonderful old school ideas about how a magazine should work, right?
mm-hmm,
He's loud, he's chaotic, he's impatient, and you cannot miss him, right? You would
mm,
hear Giovanni coming before you saw him, right? And
mm-hmm.
you wouldn't lose him in a crowd.
No.
But underneath that noise, there is he's not a bad man. He generally cares about the magazine and wants Riga to succeed in the end. And he simply expresses it by creating panic for everyone around him. And
No.
it's not this kind of characters, Donna, which is their Italian, larger than life, that enters the room and it changes the temperature.
Mm.
And now, whether Rigo survives Giovanni's pressure to complete the mission, the audience have to discover it into the movie, in the movie.
I have to say, you know, this one, and then you work alongside Will Kemp, and I've talked to him before, and such a caliber of an actor. How was it for you to work alongside him to kind of do this kind of tag team to bring this brotherhood, friendship, boss, type relationship in this movie?
As I said in the first question as well, there are certain things in the creative world, right? That when they combine with the reality, and if the reality allows it, in this case, the other actor will come, you can discover something truthful and something powerful, and you can use it. In
Mm,
fact, here is how I met Will. I walk into the caravan, in the makeup caravan, right?
mm,
And I
mm,
see this actor, this amazing actor with script, big script with all the notes, and I recognize them, right?
mm,
And uh, and and there is that moment, when you, even if you, without the first word, you click. I
yeah.
don't know. It's a bit of energy. It is about a bit the smile, the way you look into each other's eyes. There is a combination of things,
Mm,
and I thought this is going to be really enjoyable, and that is exactly what I felt, and I was completely right. And apart from being, as you said, you talked with him before, you saw him in different projects. A part of his talent, he's also very grounded, and this is what I liked about him, and he's generous. So that makes it easy to work with.
yeah,
And because you already feel the possibility to explore together
yeah.
and play with the character. And
Mm,
we looked at few moments in the script because as soon as we started talking about the script, we looked at each other and we said, "But have you seen that line there and that paragraph where it says this? But this doesn't make sense for us to play that way." So we discussed a few aspects of the script, and we did little changes. We checked with the director, that was really lovely to work with as well, and the producer, amazing people and all team. And and then we made those changes and we worked on it.
mm,
And the amazing part is because Will asked me, Yuri, can we repeat my Italian part? Because he has few parts where he speaks Italian.
wow.
So this is going to be really interesting for the
Mm,
movie to watch. They were like, and we were talking, yeah, they're really already good Italian with nice, lovely accent. And the relationship, I believe, it works because Giovanni arrives with all this anxiety and pressure and urgency, right? While Arrigo, well, has to absorb it
mm,
and somehow keep going with the mission.
mm,
So he gave me, this search for the wine. So he gave me so much to react to. And that
mm,
I think that normal enjoyment was something really fun. And then I have an anecdote, really fun one, really nice one. Because of course, for the scenes, right? You do the call, and
mm.
we actually did the call. So before the action, he would call me from the other room, right? And work on this. Now, the problem was that they gave me this phone, which was at a completely different interface from mine. Because I use a brand and they gave me completely another brand, but one of these interfaces that I don't know if you know about this, you have to push the circle and then slide the circle to the
Yeah.
point you want. I hated it. I, because the screen would go black and
Uh-huh.
you wouldn't allow you to slide. Anyway, first scene, camera rolling, the call comes in. Yuri answer. The assistant director says, yes, yes, yes. Okay, action. I try to slide the stick, it doesn't go. What's going on, Yuri? I can't slide this damn thing. Okay, okay. The assistant, the prop, the person from the prop team comes in. Cut. Okay, Yuri. The prop team says, so Yuri, you do this. Okay, okay,
Uh-huh.
good, good, good. So, camera rolling, take real calls. Yuri answered, yes, yes. I tried to slide the things. It doesn't slide. I looked dumb for a moment because I was saying, how does this work? But eventually we managed. Take 4 or 5, we managed it. And then the director thought, okay, let's leave the call open.
Forget the call. Forget
forget
it.
forget the sliding part. Forget to answer, just you are reading the call. No, no, but that was a fun one, and I loved it, and they gave us a lot of reality, right? Things that happen in real life.
Yeah, especially with technology. It was like real life imitating in the middle of this, you guys creating this movie. But oh my God, I know what you mean because I can't. I had one phone that was like that, and I was like, oh, forget it. I'm taking this back. I
Yeah,
can't do it.
yeah, I know. It's like that. It's really, really annoying sometimes.
It seems like working with Will, you guys had so much fun. For you, playing this part of Giovanni, do you have like a favorite moment or moments without giving too much away that we can look forward to with seeing the movie tomorrow besides the phone issues?
Besides the phone issue, a fun moment, definitely. You will catch that because it's quite typical, it's quite Italian. The type of moments when you answer on the phone, right? And
Mm-hmm.
you are that looks like uh, this type of situation. They look like, oh, but that is really Italian. Like, it's the stereotype, right? Italian stereotype.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a stereotype? Yes, it's true. Italian, most of the time, they have a lot of pasta and pizza. It's true. For example, right? It's like
Mm-hmm.
it's like stereotypes are real. They're there because the majority of the time they're real. And in this one, you will see a stereotype which is quite typical of Giovanni before even starting a call, right? He
Mm-hmm.
goes with his hands and says, "But how can it be possible? Like as I told you many times." And it's like it looks like it's a bit possessed in the road because if you see him, it's like, "Why are you talking to me? What's going on with this guy?" Which is will do, right? Which is one part of me sometimes when you get annoyed or you talk with friends. It's like, come on, how is that happen? What did you do? Did you really call that person? So you have all these movements that looks like you all the time having a fight, even if you're talking about normal things. So you will catch a lot of those moments, even when he's in a quiet area in the bar where there are people around having a cocktail, and he has these moments of, and then he looks around and says, "Sorry, sorry, it was a moment of impulse." So they were really quite interesting because on the other side, then you have this more composed
Yeah.
way of Will, right? As a character himself, is more like kind of more the person charismatic that say, okay, okay, I'm working on this, so give me the time to do it. And it's by the time. What is the time? It's like come up with a big title. I was thinking, right, for a big title, and then he doesn't know what to say really because he's not creative as much. He's old
Mm-hmm.
school creatives, and then he gives the ball back to Will and says, "You find the way. I'm here. I'm supporting you. Come on." Like a coach would do in sport.
It's funny you do, and when I've met like certain friends of mine, because I've talked to some of my family that we're all from Italy. I mean, I'm Italian. There's pasta, pizza, nothing. If Sundays are pasta, I mean, it's so like when I meet friends that are not Italian, they're like, "What is it with you?" I'm like, "It's emotional. It's part of being Italian."
Absolutely. And I don't like when people say, oh, but come on, don't use stereotype. No,
Mm,
stereotype is true. It's the majority, they have that type of behavior. Now that there is a part that doesn't because it's more okay, that's fine. But the reality is that the majority it's pasta and pizza, and the majority have nice and conversation loud. They move a lot, and that's it.
uh,
Simple.
yeah, a lot of my friends are like, "It sounds like you're arguing." I'm like, "It's called we talk this way. Get used to it." I'm like, "If we're arguing
Absolutely.
with you, you will know."
Absolutely agreed, Donna.
I wanted to because I love this part. I knew that I loved your vibe from the first moment that I looked at your profile on Instagram.
Oh,
And it touched me even more to know one, like I said, I can't wait to meet and to get to know Giovanni tomorrow in the movie, but you also do coaching. So what made you want to get into it? I mean, I could tell by your soul and your vibe that you're meant to do it, but did you always want to do not only acting but and coaching?
thank you for this question, Donna. I believe that apart from the acting career, having the possibility to talk about something important as coaching and communication coaching lately, I believe it's a powerful possibility to talk about it and to inspire people as well listening about it. How do I go into coaching? It happened basically in 2011, right? Remember, I was telling you 2001, 2, I moved to Rome, wanted to be an actor, and the idea I had at the time of being an actor was really egocentric, was really selfish. I want to be an actor because I want more money, success, and I want to be recognizable. I want the recognition from people that I'm good, right? The applause.
Mm-hmm. It makes sense.
And I was struggling, I couldn't get it, and worked my way up for 11 years. And then eventually in 2011, after working few like advertising roles in TV series in Italy and little movies here and there in Italy, not internationally because I couldn't speak English at the time. Was not I couldn't speak English at all. 2011, I win this international competition and I became the new worldwide ambassador of a Martini brand, taking after George Clooney. Now, imagine 2011, after 10 years of career, working up my way up to be an actor, I win this international competition. I signed this big contract for Martini, and I start traveling the world, representing the brand, filming advertising for the brand, going at the night for the Oscar, representing Martini, and all that comes with it. Personal teacher for English, personal teacher for public speaking. And so all this money, the success, the reviews, the uh, magazines, interviews, everything comes into place. I get the money I wanted. I get the recognition I wanted. But was one of the saddest periods of my life. I didn't
Mm.
feel fulfilled at all. I felt that everything was missing, that was not what I expected would result in me success and money and be recognized. And I thought, oh my God, how and why? And in that period, when you think about possibilities, for some reason, I was so open to possibilities that the coaching career came into my line of thought.
Mm.
And I've joined at St. James University a course in coaching, transformational coaching. It felt so good. It changed the way I was listening, active listening to myself first, before then others. I aligned more and I understood that my mission would be to help people recognize this pattern earlier in life in order to give back to society and help people they feel they are they are at an impasse. They don't know what the next step is, or that they feel like uh, kind of they're almost transparent. They feel not seen. They feel that they cannot communicate their vision. So that helped me to find where to canalize my energy
Mm.
to help people. So I started with communication coach, transformational coaching. I did this diploma at St. James University. And then because my background was acting and directing with School of Cinema in Rome, I found my niche in communication coaching. So I help people in seeing, discovering their fears, their limits, their boundaries when it comes down to communicating their vision or their idea. And I help them transforming that limit in something that can be really powerful to find a specific and an authentic way of communicating themselves, their vision, their thoughts.
Mm, Literally, I like as you're talking, that to me, besides acting, like I said to you, you just have such a calm spirit. And I could see why you went into coaching. I could see why you do that. Because I think we need more people the way the world and everything life has been. We need people like you to do that. But it's such an amazing thing. You found both niches, both things that you're good at in life.
Absolutely, and makes me happy. And of course, there is still that part of me which is human, which sometimes says, "Oh, I have things, but I would like more. Why is just few things, and I want to do more of my acting. I want to do more of my coaching. I want to do more of that. Come on, other people do more of things, but why does happen, and why I?" There is always that that part of you as a coach. You recognize it earlier, and then yeah, and then you have to deal with that because it won't disappear. And who sells us that disappears is not true. That part is always there, is reminding you something about you, is how much you can deal and how much you can accept that part and be kind with that part as well and say, no, thank you, not now. It's all the time. It's like going to the gym. You don't want to go, but then you go and you say, okay, let's go today. It's the same things like with that part of you, which is a bit more uh, always not content to say, no, 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 I see you. Okay, thank you so much. I got you. Don't worry. Just stay there. Or
Yeah.
if it's really, really loud, tell me. Remind me, what is it about?
Mm.
Tell me, literally, what is it about that you want? Remind me what? That I have to demonstrate to more people that I'm good? What is it about? Right? Giving that space sometimes and checking what is it about that you want? Because
Yuri,
that helps too.
mm, you're amazing. And
Oh, bless you.
God bless you too, honey. I want to, given your background, you started in Italy. I want to know, growing up, did you have favorite American actors that you saw, growing up that you loved?
You are so lucky. You are so lucky in that part of the world when it comes down to actors and creative work and nice people too. Um, there is a lot going on when it comes down to actors in America. I would say I always liked Sean Penn.
Oh, classic.
Apart from his, yeah, exactly, it's a classic. Apart from his outside the set, which is a bit different, but when he's on set, I like him. He has that emotional range. And mostly, for example, if you think about when I believe he won an Oscar there for Mystic
Mm-hmm.
River,
Mm-hmm.
he has that extraordinary emotional danger and truth. Uh, it's really good. It's really good. The champagne. Like there is this scene. Have you watched Mystic River? Do you remember Mystic River a
Mm-hmm.
bit? There is that scene when Jimmy arrives at the crime scene, right?
Yeah.
And it could be like understand that the victim might be the daughter,
Mm-hmm.
and then desperately tries to break through the police line. It's so powerful because there is the terror, the grief. There is almost in real time everything happens so quick, and it never feels planned. and to have that emotional range and so close to you, so this is the word, available.
Yeah,
Well, that's wow. Mm, that's something else.
he does. I mean, when I look at so much that he has done, you hit it. You hit it right on. His
Mm,
emotions are so wide, and you feel it. And then, like as the viewer, as somebody who loves the movies, you sit there and you watch it, and you're like, oh my god, how do you come off of all of that emotion? He's
totally,
amazing.
totally agree. And then, of course, you have another creative monster, which is like Marilyn Streep.
Oh,
You have that goddess, and it almost feels like so obvious, right? And Al Pacino, a lot of that.
oh yeah.
It's like it's nice. I mean, it's powerful. You have a Marilyn Streep, for example, Kramer versus Kramer.
Mm,
Like, it never feels decorative. It never feels every detail feels like kind of come from the inner life of the character, right?
mm-hmm.
It's so good. And for example, there is that courtroom scene that I remember the most when it comes down to Kramer versus Kramer, when Marilyn Streep allows Joanna to be vulnerable
Yeah,
and determined all at once. And there is that sensation that she doesn't ask to the audience to agree with it, to agree with the character. She simply makes us understand her. That's it.
yeah.
And to
Mm-hmm.
find those moments is like it, you know it's difficult because you're on set. Lots of things are going on, even if the silence is like it's really important on set, but a lot of things are around you, cables and microphones and lights and everything. So you have to keep that uh, authenticity of the moment. Is not easy while
Yeah.
remembering the lines, which is always, I remember this mentor of mine while I was studying was saying, learn the lines, like go through the lines like you like singing a song, or you're like brushing your teeth, like you completely with lines. But then when you say it, you have to say it almost that you forgot. You don't know what you're saying. You're thinking them for the first time. That is already something that goes against. Like that is completely a conflict already in the mind,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Right. A
So
hundred
that
percent.
is she's like that's already something really that you have the madness of being an actor. Let's call it that way, right? That kind of completely switched form. You need to learn something really like perfectly right, which is one method, right? To be completely prepared. Run the
Yeah.
lines like a prayer almost, a mantra. But then when you say them, must be like you're finding the words, you're saying them for the first time. And even what the other part, like the other actor tells you, as a reaction must feel you hear that phrase or that part for the first time. So you react like, oh wow, I didn't know this. Which is like I believe that the majority of the work of an actor is the listening part. And when you don't talk. Because there you have to lead the mind, which is all the time trying to be alert, try to understand what I need to do, what do I need to look at. So if you can lead the mind in the silence and stay focused only on what you see and what you hear, that is 80% of the job of an actor
Yuri, I love you. You're just like
done.
you're like that common spirit everybody needs in their life.
The ground.
Mm-hmm. You're the one that helps us stay grounded.
Thank you so much. It means a lot.
No, you're welcome, my friend. My last question, because as going through and looking at everything you've done, You are part of one of my favorite shows, Emily in Paris. I mean, I'm going
Okay.
through everything you have done, and I'm like, said what? He was a part of my show. How was it for you to be a part of such a gigantic fan base show like Emily in Paris?
I'm gonna disappoint you on this one, Donna.
Oh no.
I'll tell you why. Okay, my girlfriend, she's younger than me, and when I got the role of Emily in Paris, right?
Oh no.
I I didn't know what Emily in Paris was. So
Bad Yuri.
there is me complaining, as sometimes I do, with my girlfriend saying, "Oh, come on, once I get a role, it's not a really big part." I was saying, there were so many people going for this role. Come on, it's just a couple of scenes. Oof, oh my. And she looked at me and she said, Yuri, do you understand which show is this? I said, no, which show is this? Emily in Paris, you will be alongside the main character. You will be alongside Lily Collins, which is actually the Lily Phil Collins' daughter as
Her.
well. And you will be in one of the most fashionable and up TV show.
Uh-huh.
So stop complaining and actually enjoy it. And she came to Rome with me. She met as well Lily Collins, and had this amazing experience. And as she said, eventually a lot of friends and a lot of fans reached out after because everyone was, "Are you in that show? Oh my God, that's amazing!" And everyone watched it and was really fun to work on. Director really, really good, and being on set with Lily as well. It has been nice, and you always learn. I like to learn. I like to steal from professionals and understand what is it, how they approach a moment. And was really fun moment in Rome. And actually, have you seen the scene, right? Because Emily in Paris starts like that with the
Uh-huh.
realtor, right? With the realtor, which
Yep.
is gives her their house in Paris, right? And I do the same in Rome. I found the house for her in Rome. And that day we were filming uh, the scene with the drone
Uh-huh. Yep.
outside that you have that beautiful view in Rome.
Uh.
And we had seagulls attacking the drone. They almost didn't let us film the scene because the seagulls would attack the drone. It was crazy. It
People's
was
trying to
fun.
steal the limelight.
Yeah, it was fun though, really
You can tell her from me. I had the same reaction. What are you talking about, Dory?
nice. It was me. That was exactly me.
Well, Yuri, you are, I'm blessed that I've had this chance to talk to you. You are such an incredible soul, such an incredible spirit. Congratulations on a
Really
toast to
appreciate it.
Italy. I,
Really appreciate it.
you are most welcome. I know a lot of us are so excited to see it. I am so incredibly excited to meet Giovanni and all of his adventures. But again, thank you so much for taking the
Thank
time. And
And thank you so much to you as well and for your show and all you do to express what you love. Okay?
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. You take care, my friend. And the next adventure movie that you do, whatever it is,
Absolutely.
we will
Absolutely. I would
definitely.
love to. Have a lovely rest of the day, Jonah.
You too. You too. Take care.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao.